What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi. And I came back because I said I would. I almost didn't um, because after we finished, um, I had phone calls I needed to make, people I needed to reach out to, um, time for self, prayer, um, and then, of course, when I ate, I got the itis. So I almost didn't come back, but I said I would. So, alas, here I am. I want to start by saying this, I think. We're being sold this idea. In fact, I had a conversation with a very good friend of mine in Maryland, my buddy Dennis, the other day. And Dennis was saying to me, I don't even know how we got on the topic, but just because of who I am, stuff like this will come up anyway. But, he was saying, but Trump has got to go, man. Trump has got to go. We have to get Trump out. And I'm just telling them, that's not the most important thing. It's just not. But I mention that because we're being sold this idea that we must get rid of Trump. That is somehow the key. That some form of liberation and happiness and a great new world will open up once he's out of office. But the one poised to take his place, if he wins, I've said to you he will not win. I've said to you that Trump will win again, and I will come back and do my I told you so video. Because Joe Biden is an idiot. He suffers from dementia and Alzheimer's and mental retardation. He cannot form a sentence. He loses memory. He's dangerous. He's blundering. He's old. He's a few things. And I just saw some ad or something recently where he's talking, using that Joey crap. My dad said Joey. Like, I don't care. And I don't know anybody named Joey. And if I did, they certainly wouldn't be friends of mine. Do you understand? I don't know any. I just that you Joey. Anyway. Um. But the one poised to potentially take his place, who will not, is the same one who I brought you him on the floor of the House saying, first of all, he authored the crime bill, the 94 crime bill, wrote it. That's his tapestry. And then he was on the floor of the House trying to get rid of all social programs and bragging about it more than once. Every time he talked about it, he goes, I'm the one who tried. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. I tried, and I tried. He's very proud of that. But my point is that it doesn't matter. Because whiteness and white evil is the same. We're not behind no white person. We're just not. And that's been our problem. We should be behind what we want and need. We just use them. Politically and in our everyday life. Use them to get something that you need or want, and then dispense of them. So, we've made that mistake, of getting behind a person, and instead of being unified and getting what we can as a group. Also, I've obviously been watching the coverage since we were on earlier. And I remember what Malcolm said, you know. They attack you and claim that you're violent. K.R. Watkins sent me something. Shout out to K.R. if you're on. You know, and she was saying what I was thinking. And I'll just summate both of our thoughts by saying this. They're showing us protests from everywhere, dude. Kentucky, Dallas, Washington, Washington State, D.C., California, New York, Minneapolis, you know, St. Paul. I mean, it's just all over the country. And we're seeing all these crowds of people. I've not seen a single stick, not a single bat, not a single pipe, not a single gun. I've seen bullshit ass signs. And this one really sent me when I processed it. One of the CNN people was under an overpass. They were literally on a freeway. This was in Atlanta. And these brothers, with their asses out, of course, like you don't look like you're going to war. You're out there with your ass out, like everyday shit. You're not there for war. But there they were with a sign that said, "Am I next?" My statement is, I won't be next. That's what it should say. And in my dream, there'd be an AR-15 and a big sign that say, "I won't be next." I'm not next. You understand? I'm definitely not next. I'm definitely not next. But we've seen that sign before. And I never thought about that before today. And we hear people on TV, you know, you just wondering, am I the next one? Instead of, I'm not going to be the next one because I'm armed to the teeth and I'm ready for any bitch that approaches. You see, that should be our stance. That's what it should be. Here we're made out to be the most violent people. I wish, by Allah, I wish we were. Because this in the street stuff would be vastly different. I wish, by Allah, I swear, I wish we were what they say we are. I wish. I could die and be happy. Ah, wallahi. That would be a piece of paradise. Indeed. Indeed. But nobody, there are thousands of people out there in the streets in these various states, individually and collectively. Nobody ain't got shit. I saw in Atlanta where they were trying to take the CNN building. I was rooting for them. I was rooting for them. Yeah, take that bitch, goddammit. Take it. You know. And then I saw that bitch-ass Bakari Sellers, who actually tried to speak some truth today. Still can't stand him. Hope he falls from a 6-story building, but what he said was right. And he was relaying the story of how he and his father's stories are the same. I forget how old he said his father is. And I probably couldn't hear it because I was puking so much from him trying to grow a beard and hair, and it just, oh my God, I can't. By the way, this is my usual black cherry punch, everybody. My favorite. But there's this, do I have a can? I think I got a can. Wait, this is so random, but y'all know I'm just flow. Now, If you don't have this in your city or state, now you take to the streets. This is called peace tea, all right? And this is their peach flavor. Y'all know I love anything peach also, but it's gotta be right. This is so good. But why I mention it now is because I poured this into my ice tray to make the ice cubes this, and then I put those ice cubes in my black cherry punch. Voila, that's my cocktail. Anyways, it's so delicious. And but anyways, there it was, and it echoes what I've said and I say because it's the truth, and that is all of us could say that, not just him. We're all having the same experience as the ones who went before us because we're doing the same thing that they did. We're not striking back. As I watched the protests, I just thought, all these people just walking. Just people walking and yelling. I mean, we don't film funerals. There's funeral processions every day. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And the only reason why these get coverage is if you tear some shit up. Or just your blackness, they have decided that you could or would. You see? When they are the violent savage on the earth is white people. I'm going to keep on saying it because it's the truth. Everything they've done has been by violence. They're doing violence around the earth right now. It's taking countries, setting up puppet governments, staging coups, genocides. They're doing it. I said to you, they've used the atomic bomb. Nobody else has. Their crimes of evil are literally endless. I don't know how many decades or centuries it would take just to list their shit. And we, a peaceful people, overall, somehow can't find a way to be violent when it's necessary, when our lives depend on it. It's astonishing, really. You juxtapose that to other countries where the oppressed storm shit. I saw where they were trying to get the White House, at some point today. And I was rooting for them. I've been to the White House. I know that I would get the White House. They still could. Because again, there's more of us than them. There just is. There's more citizens than there is law enforcement. I don't care what they got. There's more people than them. And it's such a stark contrast when you see these people out in the streets with no bats, no sticks, no pipes, no heat, no nothing, and then these police are out there in all the shit. It testifies to the installation of fear and the dumbing down of the citizenry. The other night when we spoke, I started to say something. I said, you guys remind me, and I didn't remember, and nobody reminded me. But when I watched it back, I remembered. Because I mentioned about people not getting a bag at the grocery store. I was specifically telling you about an incident I had at the Family Dollar. And I said to you, that's to test the will of the people, but I'll come back to that, and I never did. So that's what it is. This is the thing with the bag, the quarantine, the stay at home, the 6 feet distancing. Why we're not out there with full heat and just all out artillery right now is the testing of the will, you see. You could almost you don't need any fences around prisons. I promise you. You take the gates from and walls from around a prison and nobody will leave. You may have one or two that have the heart of the Jedi who will be like, I'm out this bitch. But the majority of them, at least 98%, are not going nowhere. The installation of fear and control of the will. Do you understand? It's an outrage. We don't buck up when we should as just a collective citizenry. You understand? When somebody like Trump has conducted himself the way that he did before he was elected, the citizenry should have physically prevented him from becoming president. Physically. Like, we're not even going to let your inauguration happen. You're not going to make it to the building. You're just not. Because we don't will that. That's not what we want. But the citizenry of America sits back and just takes it and tweets about it and bitches about it. Really? So you're like the proverbial frog being slowly boiled to death. They put you in the pot, you're comfortable, and they just turn the heat on and slowly increase it. And that's what's happened to us as a people. Slowly increase it. They put us directly into the fire when they brought us here from the motherland. And we fought like fucking beasts during and directly after slavery. We always fought this devil. Until Dr. fucking King. God love him. He thought what he was doing was the right thing at the time he did it. But alas, him and echoes of him, any Africans deciding to get along with these people this intimately is a problem. It's fine for us to have our Black Wall Street and our Rosewoods and all our other communities, and we cross the tracks when we need to do business with you or something like that, and then we leave your bitch ass alone. But all this, we're fighting to sit next to you and fighting to be with you and literally going to jail and dying and having dogs set on us. We're so desperate to sit next to massa is a psychological mind fuck. Do you understand? Turn the heat up a little bit more. You see? So that's when they really started. Well, let's start increasing the heat then. Boom, 94 crime bill, mass incarceration. Before that, back in the 80s, let's throw crack at them, huh? Before that, let's throw heroin at them, huh? Police brutality all along, from day one slavery till as I sit. I need you to really hear that. Day one slavery to as I sit. All of the images of the police mobs around the country during this protest have been white. Of course. Because white people are devilish and savage and violent. Of course that's the majority of your fucking police. Of course. Imagine it. You got an all-black police force across the nation. You don't got no police brutality, homie. Just wouldn't exist. Just wouldn't. Just wouldn't. You could probably count the number of citizens dead by police probably on one hand and have some fingers left. That's just the truth of it. The violent, savage beast on the earth is white people. It's just that simple. And Chris Cuomo was trying to make, and I don't think he was the only one that I heard today, was trying to say how the crowds look like, he goes, it's not just, but he was trying to act like, but they speak with a forked tongue, you understand? So he was trying to make it seem as though the thrust of his statement was, this is a good thing for us that it's not just black people out there. He was trying to present as if he was saying to would-be objection having white people who would say, look at those black people out there and they're so violent and they just want to tear stuff up and that's always why they're out there. So he wanted to cast himself as if he was defending us by pointing out that we weren't the only ones out there, that a lot of the protesters were white. Well, I reject that. You understand? Because I listened down, and he by default he's a white devil. He doesn't look like me. He has the eyes of the devil. No other peoples on the earth have that. And he has the skin of a pig. His blood shows through his skin. The sun is not his friend like it is for mine. He's not me. You understand? At the very least, he's a devil, a jinn. You see what I'm saying? A thing, an entity, I don't know. Something. So, I must be suspicious if he's even breathing. And so I say to you that I've made the point to you about it needs to be just black men in these so-called protests going around the earth. That needs to be the image. And that these other people that act like they care so fucking much. I mean, I almost vomited to see somebody white yelling Black Lives Matter. Like, that, my life does matter, but take your ass 6 blocks over. So it should be dual shots. Those are the white people protest and everybody else protesting on behalf of African people, and these are the Africans. You understand? That's it. Because that's why they turn the smoke and tear gas and the flashbang grenades on. Because if they did it as just brothers out there, it's a reminder even to their white asses who don't like to be confronted with their own image, that look what they're doing to black men after they just killed one of them. Do you understand how powerful the image is? And any of y'all brothers that might happen to hear me, I doubt it, you out there with your ass out. Every dude I saw parading in front of the fucking CNN building, anywhere else, I'm looking at their fucking underwear. I won't take you seriously. I'd probably just blow your head off my damn self. You understand? Just because you're an idiot and I don't believe you. It's just sad. I saw sisters out there clearly in sandals. You're not even prepared to run nowhere. Like, you trying to be cute. And this is a serious... And then all these white people. And it's a fuck, man. It's all fucked. It's fucked. It's fucked. It's fucked. I'm telling you. It just is. It just is. You've allowed them to pollute even our plea, our attempt at having our voice heard. You've allowed them to even infect that. Like I say, I have a no fucking white people policy in my life. Take your white ass on. I don't got nothing to prove to you. Ain't nothing you can convince me of. Fuck you. The shit is too toxic, and go away and just fucking die someplace. I'm not interested. I'm not. And of course you hear this vomit from the television, some black mayor, I think he was St. Paul, and a white supremacy and blackface. We know that a lot of police, they do their job, and that's when I turn the channel, because I don't hear shit else after that but red and bombs went off in my ear. That's all I hear. The Keisha Bottoms bitch in Atlanta, bitch, you want to get up there and be yelling about, you out there burning down CNN. Ted Turner started CNN. Now change that, Keisha. You out here killing George, I can't remember my brother's name now. Shoot me. You out here killing George. And your white ass needs to take, she won't dare do that. But she'll yell at her own people. Fuck you, bitch. Somebody tweet this to her bitch ass. Like Snoop Dogg called Gail, you dog-headed bitch. Fuck her. And Ted Turner. And goddammit CNN. You more passionate about that than you are about the death of this brother. Fuck you, bitch. We don't see her as a sister. because all of my ears heard were, Massa trusted us for this city. Massa was good to us. That's how my ears translate. You understand? Because I listen with African ears, not shit else. And that's what I heard. Fuck her. Keisha Lance Bottoms. My ass. No, my entire ass. Let me see who's over here. Shout out to Betsy. Um, Shout out to you, Betsy. And good morning or evening. Corindle, shout out to you. And thank you for being a cheerleader on the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Frankie Cardona, what's up, my brother? Christopher Moody, shout out to you. Thaddeus, good morning to you. Says, burn this motherfucker down. And Anjane, all my love to you. Cass, all my love to you. So, you know, this is it. We're in such a contradiction is the word I want to use. We're in such a contradiction because Assalamu alaikum, walaikum salam, Camp God. Because we show ourselves. I mean, it was really coming to a point though today. There was some things that almost could have impressed me. You know, like go further, go further, go further, and you don't. You know. You know, the CNN dude that got arrested. I'm on air. I work for CNN. I will fight. I will punch you in your fucking face. Because I'm CNN and my camera crew's right there filming it. And the whole world will know that you have no reason to put your fucking hands on me. I'm taking your face off. I just am. But he went like a bitch. We got to be over that. We got to be over that. It's got to be known. You can't even touch them. Fuck resisting arrest. You're not going to be arresting me. You're not even going to be touching me. You won't, because you're going to lose the whole one side of your one whole side of your body. So that you're not going to touch me. You just won't. That's the signal that has to be sent. That's the signal. But when we have thousands of us across the country, not a bat, not a pipe, not a stick, no heat, at the time that it counts, not only does it say something about us, but it also gives credence to this whole, I thought he might have had a gun. He was reaching. Bitch, if it's any time I'm reaching, now is the time I'm reaching. Not when just your bitch ass roll up on me. It's when we all out here, we have a reason to beat your motherfucking ass. I'm coming with all my heat and the homies. You see? So it gives more credence to that statement being fiction. I didn't know what he had. Because he didn't have a fucking thing. They know. They know. They know. So where are all the guns at? Where they at? Why am I hearing about 90 people died over the weekend in Chicago or some shit? Or 100 people died in Baltimore? And, you know, how? Where them niggas at? How come they not marching today? Because they don't exist. Because it's what I've said to you. It's mass killings of white people. It's mass killings of black people by white devil-ass murderers. And they just tell you it's just people are just being killed in Chicago. Oh, it's just so bad. Really? I remember doing a video quite some time back where I went case by case and I showed you. We were reading the article about it. And it was clear to me that everybody in those that was a victim was, because I was just fed up with it. I just knew that's not my people. Because I'm one of my people. I know how we do stuff. And I went through that and I showed forensically that these people were running away or walking away. They were being shot by fucking white people. No question. Same thing in Baltimore. No question. You see? So we have all this violence against us, and then we're not ready for none at all? I have to question that. Not even nothing. 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 I'm just not ready for that. I'm just not ready for that. Just marching down the street with a fucking sign. That's it. When it matters, this is when you show your strength. This is when you teach how to treat. I tell you, teach people how to treat you by what you allow. That's every minute that you breathe in, no matter who you're approaching or who you're dealing with. In person, online, on the phone, bitch, it don't matter. You teach people how to treat you by what you allow. Stand at your gate. Be the captain and master of your ship and your vessel. That means everything that you hear, everything you do and say, everything that you are confronted with, you're handling it. You teach people how to treat you by what you allow. And in this hour, yet again, we're showing that it's okay to treat us like this. So bold are they, and so sure they are of this fact that I just spoke, that they not only they only charged one of the devils when there was 4 of them out there total, certainly 3 of them that were physically on our brother, but then they only charged him with the lowest of charges that wouldn't be too insulting to any legal ear or anybody with half a fucking brain, because we've allowed it. What we should have put forth up to now is a presence and a response, a serious response, physical, that would have said to them, we don't have any choice but to seek first fucking degree murder with intent and special circumstances, because if we don't, the entire black community is coming for our houses and our family, and our children will not be safe at school. Do you understand? So it's not even about you. It's that we have to, because they're coming. But it's exactly the opposite. Well, the niggers won't care. So, Bob, let's give them 3rd degree. We'll do that, yeah. Already signaling to any defense lawyer wiggle rooms and holes that they can use. They've already bought the ass of the medical examiner. I even heard some lawyers say that with regard to the medical report, or he might have been a medical examiner himself, was saying this idea of possible intoxicants was ridiculous. Either there was or there wasn't. Either you're intoxicated or you're not. And you're examining the fucking body. Is it there or ain't it? Oh, it's possible. Oh, it's possible that I could knock you upside your fucking head. So anything's possible, since we're talking about possibilities. It's possible black people could have armed themselves and been out there in all out hell today and over the last few days since the death of our brother, but they weren't. You see what I'm saying? We're being insulted. And they want this over because we can't, and we just want to go to the mall and eat vegan and do Pilates and whatever the fuck other white shit they do. Remember, they're the only ones bitching about they wanted to hurry up and open. For what? So you could be at the mall? That's it. Because when you don't have any constitution, you need something outside of yourself to satisfy and to make you happy. You understand? I am one who is in joy with my own presence and my own company. I am that dude. You understand? And I get it really from one of my uncles and my father. I call it hermit. You know, like I'm a hermit. I'm a hermit. I'm good. I'm good. As long as I got just enough food to subsist on, because I eat like a bird. Just enough food to subsist on, I'm good. It doesn't take a lot to entertain the Jedi. I'm good. I don't need a whole lot of stuff. I don't have video games. I don't have stuff. I don't do stuff like that. I don't. So this is a people who need that. Who need that. You know, they love a crisis though too, because they love to be able to do this, even if there's no hair in their face. I'm not even being funny. They love to have to do this and go like this. Watch it. You'll see that what I speak is the truth. They love a crisis. Just a crisis, but not too long. Because they're fickle. So they want to move to something else very quickly. You see? And so when this virus came along, it's all crisis. But very quickly, certainly way before any of us, they're ready to reopen. It's like today they telling you about it and tomorrow they talking about reopening. Stop the video if I'm lying. I mean, it was just about like that. And then there was this long sort of process, and then, you know, and you know. Then it was suddenly we're looking at reopening. They'll start talking about it, and poof, they were open. I tell you, if you hear them talking about it's possible, anything, I don't care what the fuck they're talking about, it's already been done. I've been saying that to you for years. If they're mentioning it, it's already done. It's already done. It's already done. They're just getting you ready to, because they just can't tell you bluntly. But they might be getting to the point where they just say, fuck it, just tell them. You know. What's this? This is Los Angeles. Protest spread tonight over George Floyd's death. And again, everybody out there is a fashion statement. Nobody looks ready for battle like we mean it. And KR said something. You know, how's it you protesting? I'm probably screwing up her quote. But how's you protesting and like the police are right there next to you? That's the very fucking thing. I mean, it makes no sense, dude. It's just, it comes back to fear. It comes back to fear. You understand? You will never get anything. We will never have what it is we desire until we understand the door to that is violent. There's no way around that. We don't have to like it. It's going to be the fucking truth. It is the truth. The door to our destiny goes through violence. It just fucking does. It just does. It just does. That's real. That's real. And they've just been banking on your docile reaction up till now. That seems predictable and guaranteed. Do you understand? Barack Obama was in the White House, and one day I think it was 17 shots, and I forget how many hit. I think it was like 7 of them hit the White House or something like this. That's commitment at the very least. And Obama hadn't done anything. It's just because they imagined shit in their evil white heads and couldn't stand the fact that an African person was in the White House. Here it is. We have a body count that we can't even quantify. Thousands of people out in the streets, not a single fucking weapon. I'm not understanding. And anybody looking at the situation doesn't understand it, I promise you. Just don't understand it. Just don't understand it. Wow. Unreal. That is so good, y'all. The blood of Jesus. Anyways. There was something else the universe gave me in all of this. I don't remember. It'll come to me, inshallah. Um, and then it's maybe, possibly, perhaps, they could charge the other officers. Nah, you haven't even properly charged the first one. You see? I mean, we have to demand what it is we want, but we also have to carry out our will and show that you're going to do this, or there is a consequence that's not just us walking down the street with our ass out. That there's a real consequence. Because I already told you a billion times, if you're not affecting their ability to take their next breath or their money, you will get no result. You just won't. One thing that I thought about since our last talk, almost immediately after, I thought about trying to provoke a economic boycott. Especially since the Orange Puff's whole thing is the economy that he's riding on from Obama. That's Obama's work, not this white devil. We as black people, we could crash this fucking economy, dude. We have the power in our hands. We just won't fucking come together to do a damn thing. Damn. That's more maddening. It's just, that's the point that makes you just want to just give up. Because you got the fire for the enemy, but you got to deal with your dead weight ass people. Damn. Wow. I can't. It's so frustrating. So the moment that I had that idea, I was immediately frustrated at the same time. Because I thought, oh, it's a great idea, but you won't get them to do it. They won't do it. They won't do it. And for all the talk of the Ahmed Arbery case and I guess they were supposed to be the new Black Panther, somebody that was out there outside the murderer's house. I haven't seen no footage of them today or over the last few days since this all jumped off. Where they at? Where's the new Black Panther Party? Where they at? 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 I'm over it. Let me see what you guys were saying. Nothing. No, there's no new comment. Okay. So we'll just continue to get the same thing. I can't even feel passionate about, oh, they better charge the other ones or they better do anything. I just can't feel that way because I'm just so drained of the fact that I don't see no action from my people. There's no honor in just walking down the street yelling. There's no honor in that. You know, there's just no honor. There's honor in martyring yourself. There's honor in, you don't need to martyr yourself. There's honor in just fucking fighting back and trusting the one that creates, that you will be victorious in your endeavor. That's just it. Knowing that it's more of you than them at any given moment. You know? Even Dr. King, for all the harsh things that I have to say about him, and how I feel like he fucked up our entire existence in so many ways. Excuse me. With this integration bullshit. Still, here was someone who had been stabbed within an inch of his heart. He was getting death threats. His phones were tapped. He knew every moment he walked out of any doorway it could be death, and he still did it. You've got to give it up for that. You understand? Same thing with Malcolm. Any of them. They still did it. They still did it. They still did it. And now, you just walking down the street with your ass out, no heat, no bat, no stick, no nothing. You're not even getting no calls. You ain't even got no damn death threats. You don't got shit going on. And you don't even have a mustard seed of their fucking courage. And they were under fire. Wow. Even the day Malcolm was killed, the whisper spoke to him. He felt like he shouldn't go out. Felt like he shouldn't go out that day and speak. Shouldn't go on the stage. Almost didn't. That was the whisper. That was the whisper. That was the whisper. And even his death was so stoic. Because when the commotion broke out, Malcolm was saying, no, now, no. Calm down now. And we don't see him shot in the back because he tried to turn and run like some bitch. He fell straight back. His eyes open. He took it. Because he understood that the work that he was doing, he must be prepared for death at any moment. And that's what I'm trying to get across to my people. Our action needs to change if we're ever going to overcome this oppression. You're waiting for the one who oppresses us to suddenly give us freedom. It will never happen. You must take it, and you must be prepared for death. Just in case. Just in case. Just in case. I feel like you guys have all fallen asleep on me, so I'm going to go another 5 or 10 minutes and I'm going to be over. Because the last comment was from Cassandra, and that was over 30 minutes ago. Yeah. Yeah. Like almost 35 or 40 minutes ago. So I don't know if you guys were asleep or what. Somebody type something, let me know you're still there. Or maybe there's stuff that I'm just not seeing. Let me go out and come back in. Shout out to Shiro. Khalifa of the Most High. I see you. Yeah, so I guess I was just frozen on my end some kind of way. Because I see the timestamp on these comments. And then some of them are just right now. After I said something. Shining Star, shout out to you. Never saw that. I don't know. Hey, shout out to you. A lot of people are out there to be seen, but not really fight for justice. That's so true. Big shout out to Sai. Good to see you, my queen. I love you so much. that's another warrior too, and a knowledge seeker, y'all. Sci-fi Saida. She's a knowledge seeker. It's one of the things I love about her. She has a beautiful mind. She's passionate. She's bold, and she digs for information. I love you, Sai. That's what makes you beautiful. You know. Okay, inshallah, in June. Yeah, Corindo, I see. I see you. Thanks for checking in. Because I don't know if y'all was in a trance or something there for a minute. I'm like, oh, what? Are we still here? What's going on? I know it's late, so I can't really be mad. But like I say, I'm gonna wrap it up in probably another at the top of the hour, or I mean at the when this hits 1 hour, the counter thing that tells me I'm live. Um, yeah. I think I'll start to land by saying this. You know, when I envisioned the Black Independence Liberation League, it was to prevent the death of George Floyd and Eric Garner and everybody else that we will name. Because what we must have is what a lot of these, our cause is just. White supremacists are just hate. You understand? Let them never equate our quest for justice and our fight for respect. Let it not be degraded by being compared to white hate. Let us understand that. You understand? Let us understand that. Because sometimes they try and come at us like we're hate speech. No, bitch. We are the victims of hate. You see? But again, it's like Malcolm said. They do one thing, accuse you. It's the same fucking thing. You know? But, one of the things that we're going to need, whether it was the Black Independence Liberation League or not, what African people are going to need at some point, if you're going to live in this nation, is at some point you're going to have to get organized to be a physical force to be reckoned with. Physically. Do you understand? That means physically you have to be a threat. So people can't just roll up on you and control you and do shit they want to you when they want. Just, you're going to have to be over that. You're going to have to. And in cases like this, had we been successful in building the organization, no doubt we would have had a chapter in Minneapolis. You understand? And brothers would have just dispatched on the scene and handled it. George would have got up. Done. He wouldn't have been the one going to the morgue that day. Just wouldn't. We also heard from we were speaking earlier and we were understanding that George and the White Devil terrorist had worked together as security at this club. Well, when they first talked to the owner, they were out there on the street. Later, she had been through hair and makeup. Suddenly, the bitch was trying to give. But her information was valuable and predictable, not surprising at all. Because, as I say, the white man is the devil, and they're a violent, savage terrorist. So, she was saying how at her club, she always had this inclination that he had issues when it came to African people. That when she had urban nights, which that's a problem, but when she had urban nights and things like that, his demeanor was different. That he was suddenly, everything was a problem. The smallest infraction, he's ready to break out the pepper spray and all of this, You just wonder why it was somebody I know a lot of brothers that are really tough, but I don't know none of them that's just gone up and taken out a white devil. Just don't know none. Just don't know none. Actually, there was one. This was years ago. I still don't know what it was about. But my girlfriend at the time, two of my sisters, they live right next door to each other in these apartments. Like you could come out of my one sister's house and go right to my other sister's house, just right, you know. So, and this is back during the time when I thought we were a close family. So, one of my sisters, her boyfriend's brother, they were from Kentucky. And a friend of my girlfriend's was with this white dude. He was like new or something. Anyways, the moment my sister's boyfriend's brother, the moment these two saw each other, it was a knockdown, drag out fight. They even went through the window, dude, like it was out of a movie. Do you understand what I'm telling you? And it was bad enough that they were fighting, but everybody's like, they don't even know each other. Like, what? It was just total, like, what is this? What is, you know? But I mention that because that's the only time I've ever seen it. And he whooped that white devil's ass. Never saw him again. But I don't see none of that for this enemy. Even the little kid that got into the CNN building, which that was very suspect. I went back and watched it a couple times. Because here, all the shit is breaking out. I went back to before he appears in the frame even. Because I'm like, where did his little bitch ass come from? And I went back, waiting for the green draws to show up. And then there the green draws was. And there was other people that moved back and forth and, you know, provoking and taunting the police and all of it. They're outside. The CNN people are filming from inside the CNN entrance behind the police line at an elevated angle. So I'm looking right at the door. And then just all of a sudden, he steps right in the doorway with his back to them. And they just run up and grab him. It was very suspect. They weren't really rough with him all like that, which was also suspect. Because they had thrown smoke things in there. They threw a fucking firecracker bomb at him. I mean, people, I was really glad at this shit that the people were doing. Like, they were really showing some heart. Wasn't far enough, but it was a start. But when they were bringing him up the stairs towards the camera crew, of course, can you tell us why you're being detained? What's going on? And his little fucker is going to come out that we have to come together. It's not a white or black thing. That was planned. He's being taken into the CNN building, everybody. They weren't snatching up anybody. There was a white dude that kept coming up and hitting the thing with his skateboard. At one point, they had red lights all over him, like the tracer lights, you know. But nobody snatched him. He had a cut hand and everything. You know. This was somehow planned, staged, something went on, something. Then later there was another one. I tell you, you gotta watch television, I don't care what's going on. And in a crisis is the best time to fuck anybody. You understand? It's a crisis, quick, give me your purse. Don't ask you, just quick. You see? No. You must be the captain of your vessel and stand at your gate. Crisis or not, bitch, I want answers. First. So later, or maybe even before that, then there was another location where they had a sister on the ground. First they had the brother. And when they took him past them, they was trying to ask him, you know, why are you being detained? You know, why are you being detained? He didn't say nothing at all. I found that it struck me as odd. It is odd. The next was a sister. And she said, you have to ask this officer. I don't know why I'm being detained. I don't know. I believed it, but I didn't believe it. Based on the context. Then after that, and she was both the black dude, he had first been being carried hog style, kind of like with his front of his body towards the ground. I don't know what's happening to my phone. Um, and then they stood him up and took his mask off of him. And then they began to cart him past the camera, and that's when they asked him what I just told you. Then after the sister, then and he was being, like moved along, and so was the sister. In fact, they had two people on him, one officer on her, and then they brought a white bitch, and you thought you didn't even know the bitch was. You could almost had to look as if she was handcuffed. They were just walking like they were just walking, but she was a white bitch though. No need for any force there. You see, I can't do it. Like I say, I'm never gonna get along with these people. Abraham Lincoln said it, and I don't need him to say it. You understand? I just know that these people are the enemy of my people, and I don't care about the ones at the lower level. There's no what do you think they're different? Because you think the person that's out of uniform is different than the one that's in uniform? You think that? You think this? You think the one who's not president or senator or congressperson or something is your friend, or they're different because they're not them? You think that? That only becomes true if you go with the idea that children have. When children come to earth and they meet us as they get older, they don't even begin to stop and think. You were a kid once, and you were a teenager. What'd you do? You see. Poof, we just appeared. You see. So that's this. You don't imagine that the devils that you can see doing shit to you, the ones that you know about, they didn't just appear. They came from somewhere. They had a pathology of growth. They've always been evil, born evil. But they got to whatever they do now, some kind of way. But they've always been that same evil person. You know them now. You just think they're your friend. They're the good one. You keep telling yourself that. You keep telling yourself that. You keep telling yourself that. Corindle Sadiq said, Lloyd, Big Tony Stevenson. What? What, Corindle? What, was that a nickname or something? What are you saying, Corindle? And if I didn't shout out Christopher Moody, shout out to you. I don't know if I shouted you out, Christopher. Another shout out to Cassandra. Corindo, I don't know what you're telling me. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, we've hit the hour mark now. I'm going to land. Corindo, yes, the article under he was murdered by the Portland police. What? Now I'm even more confused. Who are you talking about? And I don't know. When you said Lloyd, because that's... I'm thinking Floyd, because George Floyd just got killed. I don't know who Lloyd Big Tony Stevenson is. Excuse me. But you're telling me this person, Lloyd Big Tony Stevenson, was killed by the Portland police. Is that what I understand? Is that what I understand? Corindle. I'm waiting. Anyways. Um, this is some time back. If I don't know the name, but or is that another? Yeah, it was another case of a brother uh, interrupting a robbery, and the police thought it was him. Is this recent? By the way, you know you can just use voice if you're on a device. You don't have to type, and it'll be a lot quicker. Anyways, that's fine. Um, I lost my train of thought. Um, I'll just say this. I'll repeat what I said as I close. Our path to respect, freedom, peace, at the very least, goes through a very violent door, everybody. If you are not willing to take that walk through that door, then you should just kiss it all goodbye right now. You understand? These people don't concede anything unless you make them do that. Righteousness and fairness is not possible to their makeup. It's just not. You know, don't be seduced by images of, you know, the Innocence Project and some little white bitch that went and freed a black man from death row. That was just the hand of God. She's still a jinn, she's still a devil, and we don't really give a fuck. You understand? She gets no credit. We have to be consistent. Because otherwise, then you're not really sure what you're looking at. You don't know which one. Good, bad, I don't know. Goddamn it, all bad. Then you're better off. You understand? Last shout out to D-Mac. What hurt me in the heart, George Floyd said, please, and the devil cop pressed down harder with his knee. That's the truth. That's the truth, D-Mike. That really hurt me, as I told you guys on the first story that I did about him. I mean, when I said to you, I think, to illustrate to you the mental place that he had been reduced to as a 40-something-year-old grown-ass man who was taller than all of them, he was calling for his mama, begging for his life, and all you can do is walk down the street and you don't got nothing with you. The motherfucking white devils was out with their guns when Obama got elected. Ain't nobody did shit to their white bitch ass. You got a dead body and a videotape of it, and all you got is a fucking sign? My people are psychotic, dude. Psychotic. 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 There's no other word to describe it. It's a state of mental madness. Madness. When all day long you hear about people expressing way more passion and physical reaction to shit over the most petty shit, when it's just amongst us. But when it comes to the murderer of our people, the paid, sanctioned murderers of our people, we don't got shit to answer that. Stay home. Just stay home. We won't need you in the street. Because that don't move us forward in any fucking way at all. I'm over it. Anyways, inshallah, my next piece, you guys, I mentioned it earlier in my other stream. But it keeps creating more of itself because, like I say, you can't watch television without a fucking commercial, and every fucking thing is us with one of these fucking demons. And just when I think, well, I probably got enough already now, but I really need to make my statement. I need you to really see how deliberate this shit is. Like, it's really like, it's thorough, dude. Like, I mean, I can't. And I want to stop put to it. I want to stop put to it. Because even if I don't understand all the parameters to it, I know it's diabolical because it's by them. I'm positive about that. Like, no question, I'm good. I can't. I can't. Every time we go through this, I'm always hurt on two levels. I'm hurt by what's happened, and I'm hurt by our response. The lack of. I'm always double injured in shit like this. That's my truth. Jack Uptone. Haven't seen that name in a long time. Most black people too docile and distracted to stand up to white supremacy. That's the damn truth. It's the damn truth. Ruled by fear. Listen, if I thought my people would be with me, I would have already been on my way to fucking Minneapolis or someplace else. Anywhere that other people are at. If I thought my people were going to be with me, like, I wouldn't be sitting here doing fucking video. You understand? But I know my people are not with me. I would be alone like Michael Johnson was. D. Mike says, I would have rushed the cop, pushed him off, and if I would have lost my life, then oh well. At least Floyd would still be alive. Exactly. You understand? And your doing something would have probably made some other punk ass bitch finally act, because our people have this snowball effect thing that we have. I don't want to be the one to do it. Then somebody else do it and hit their ass come. But what we should absolutely understand from this point on is that we should not be seeing anymore George Floyd's or anybody else where there's video of we see them of brutalizing our people and we don't do shit about it. Those days need to have been a thing of the past and something we just immortalize in a fucking museum someplace. No more standing aside. We don't need them to give us permission. Because remember, they wrote a fucking stand your ground fucking law that was clearly only for them. You understand? So we need to have a stand our fucking ground law for our own fucking ass. Like, don't fuck with us law. If we see you brutalizing one of us, we're going to handle it. That needs to be our law. I'm over it. Doughboy. Shit, some of us are with you, bro. Okay, but it's not enough, and I don't see them. I don't see them. Who? You feel me? Who? And where? Because as I said earlier, I see thousands of people across the country in all these different states they show with all these protests going on. I don't see no warriors. I don't see nobody doing anything. that is of merit, that would send a signal not to fuck with us. There's something where the police are just fucking spraying fucking some kind of gas or some bullshit or something. And we got no answer for it. That's what I say. Y'all gonna read about me. You will. You will. If I haven't gotten out of this country already, you will read about me. Because I'm not one to stand aside, and I don't come with fear. And some shit happens to me or in front of me, I'm answering it. That's just the law, period. That's just what it is. You know, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Last thing I'll say is this before I go to that point, kind of. I went to a city council meeting years ago. Because this organization I was part of, but then the dude that was running it, he just wasn't, I still don't know where he's at. Like, I don't know. He wasn't Christian, but you're not Muslim, and I don't really know where you at, and just, it was a few things. It just, I don't know. But anyway, and we were trying to get, they had come up with this idea, somebody, that they were building this new overpass. And they wanted to, they realized that nowhere in our city was there anything named for Dr. King, or anybody black, quite frankly. And so that they wanted it, and so they wanted as many people as could to come to the city council meeting to, you know, to show support. Well, I'm not going to show up and not speak. So, of course, I put my thing in so that I could speak. And when I went to the mic, I began with Arabic, giving glory to Allah. And then everybody up there was white. Most of the people in the audience were black. It was packed. And I said, first let me begin by saying that I think our whole presence here is rhetorical, because nobody up there looks anything like me. And what my life has taught me is that just because people may look like they're the same being as you, a lot of things are lost in translation. You probably don't understand, I'm sure you don't, what it means for us to have a overpass that's named for Dr. King. It's just a exercise for you, really. Everybody up there turned fucking red. All of them simultaneously. Because here I was with all of this, basically telling them, I know this is some bullshit. You know it and I know it. Needless to say, the measure didn't pass and the fucking thing was built and it's not named after Dr. fucking King. I'm over it. Last comment. Doughboy says, I'm in Kansas City. Okay. Shout out to Daryl Eiffel. You just made it in as my wheels are touching the runway to land. D. Mike says, we got too many of us too focused on destroying their own brother. We can't win like that. The Jedi know. That's the truth. We'll bucket another brother in a heartbeat. But we don't got shit for this white devil after they've killed one of our brothers, and we got the evidence to prove it. Like I said before, we're going to wait on an investigation. Is that what we're going to do? Do we need one? I don't even need another video. Every other 5 minutes now, it's like, we have more video from the, I don't need another fucking video, bitch. I know what happened. Even if there hadn't been an initial video at all, I know what happened. I know. Because I know my enemy, my environment, and my condition. I know this white devil. I know what they do and have done to my people for since before I ever even came to Earth and existed. Yeah, that's true. I just haven't seen your name in quite some time, Doughboy. That's the truth. I recognize your name. That's true. So, man, wow. So as I said, my next piece, and I think I said to you earlier that that piece is going to be. You'll probably get something else before that because that's going to be a recorded video because it's a lot of work. Because I've been literally have to photograph my fucking TV. I have to take more than one shot because you know which one is going to be clear. So all my shit is full of a bunch of pictures that I have to go through. I have to know which product is that picture associated with to make sure that I don't do stuff so that now, oh my God, they're out of order and now I don't know which one is for what. And then I will have to upload that. I have to put those in some kind of order. Then I have to put titling up so you know which. It's a lot of work, everybody. It's a lot of work. It is. It is. It is. Damn it, it is. So that's why I say it's probably going to take a little while to get that one out. What's today? Saturday, Friday. Um, and so, um, at least a couple days, 2-3 days. I could get interrupted. Just we'll see. But I'm definitely intending to bring that. And like I say, I may get something in the meantime. You know, I'm sure. And there probably will be another development in this bullshit that I will be provoked to talk about or need to speak on. Um, where's that at? Okay, that's still in Los Angeles. Uh, and again, everybody out there is a fashion statement for the most part. Nobody looks like, oh, I came to go to war. Like, I'm ready to, like, I'm ready. I just don't see it. I just don't. But one positive is with this property damage, again, that affects their pocket. So that's why it gets covered. Otherwise, it's just a funeral. They don't really care. Because we're not, they know we didn't come to do anything. We're not armed, sadly. So we're not going to do anything. So let's just see what they're going to break. You know. So that does cost money, somebody some money. And in my mind, that's a good thing. It just is. You know. But as long as we've been in this damn nation and going through this shit, we should have arsenals of shit. We shouldn't be waiting for them to throw fucking tear gas at us. We should be ready already. You understand? It's so many things, dude, that I have imagined and could imagine that we could bring into reality, but it takes me to somehow clone myself, and then we'll get the shit done. You understand? Because like I said, I don't see me. I don't see my reflection. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. And like I say, any of the brothers out there with heart, I don't know them. You know, because I campaigned for years trying to recruit for the Black Independence Liberation League. And like I say, the one true star was Kai. You know, I met with other brothers over Skype because that was mandatory. But most all of the ones that, even the ones that would reach out to me and claim they were interested, I said, okay, then let me get your Skype or this and that. They don't follow up. You know, when they had the 10-10-15 march, I had people on the ground. I made flyers to advertise the organization. There was 2 people that I knew that were going. One was from New York, and the brother was from someplace else I can't remember. And they will tell you, I FedEx stacks of flyers to them to hand out at that 10-10-15. Your boy was on the ground. Understand that. The Jedi has been doing his work. He has been serious, and he has been determined, and he's been dedicated and fucking loyal to his goddamn people. I have done that. Wallahi. I have done that. So I am firmly seated to be able to say to you what I say. Because I've put forth the effort, so I know what's out there. And we're not talking about now my little 3,000 subscriber ass channel. We're talking when I had 23,000 subscribers and was a known entity. You understand? Known. People knew me. They knew who I was. So, because those of you who were there back in that day, when I started bitching that I'm just not getting the brothers, you know, then I would war with myself. Well, maybe it's only because I only have 5,000 subscribers. Then you get to 10,000. Maybe it's only because I have 10,000. But then you get to fucking 23,000 subscribers. Bitch, I've been out here long enough. People know who the fuck I am. Niggas just aren't stepping up. They just aren't. That's what's real. I'm going to sit and doubt myself. And that's just subscriber count. Over 4.5 million views. So that's how many times I've been seen. You feel me? Out of 4.5 million fucking people, nobody could fucking join this bitch? I couldn't find nobody that was truly worthy? That had it? You understand? That understood what my vision was and understood what this meant? What it really meant? Like I say, the only true standout was Kai. That's it. That's it. That's it. Because there were some other brothers I used to, one, two, I feel like there was 4. And with one of them, didn't know if he was black or white, so that's definitely y'all. I don't have to finish that statement for y'all that know me. Then the other one, he wasn't aware that I could tell that while we're on the fucking Skype, he's smoking weed. I'm not really judging the weed smoking. I'm judging that you're hiding it from me, and then you become a liability. Because if you're smoking it, I need to know how often do you do that? How invested are you in that? You understand? Because you could be a liability for where I'm trying to go. You know, and things like that. And then you just had people that just didn't have the intellectual acumen. Because it was important to me, as I've said to you all before, it was important. I know what we needed, everybody. I know clearly what's come before us. I have done my work. I know what has come before us. And so I knew what we needed and what it had to be. And that meant from the get-go one, it needs to be that. Then I had other motherfuckers that would get on open fucking comments. Well, Jedi, could you tell me more about the organization? Could you die the fuck off? Why don't I just put it behind a blimp and just tell the white devil everything that we're fucking trying to do? Why don't I just do that? Why don't I just do that? Why don't I just call up CNN and tell them, give them the entire write-up? How about that? You see, this type of thing I was dealing with. I'm an African. So is your bitch ass. I'm saying let's start an organization. That's all you need. That's all you need. You don't need shit else. You see. But the only one that gave me that, that's it, was Kai. That was it. That was it. If I could have gotten, because you guys remember one point I was like, can I just, I wanted everybody. Then at one point I was like, can I even just get 20 brothers? Can we just get a solid 20? Can we just, you hear me say that all the time. But if I had 10 of that brother, and you know, we can devote ourselves to so many other things so loyally that don't have shit to do with moving us forward as a people, and we think nothing of it. You know, I think about all these brothers that put in, athletes are to be respected because there's a lot of discipline that goes into being an athlete and certainly being good at it. Whether you run track, you play basketball, you play football, or any type there's discipline in that. There's a certain level of self-control that just must be there, or you'll just be a failure and you won't succeed at that. You just won't. But I think about all the brothers that we have, young and old, who have dedicated themselves to sports. If we could take that and harness that, you understand? We need an army, everybody. We need an army. We don't need Benjamin Crump and fucking Lee Merritt and Jesse Jackson and fucking Al Sharpton and some little fucking Christian pastor bullshit or the NAACP. Excuse me. We need a fucking army that stands up, shows ourselves. We have a flag, we have an emblem, we have a crest, we have all that shit. We have an entire organization from administration to H fucking R to fucking payroll to fucking military to fucking aviation to fucking just name everything. We have it. We are to be reckoned with. And when you fuck with us, there is a consequence. A reckoning that will come at an hour of our choosing. Do you understand? We need to learn how to also be strategic, because one of the things you ever do, I don't care if you don't have to be an army. You just be an individual. One of the ways that I operate, you disrespect me. There's some disrespect that I strike you right then and there, or shut you down in some kind of way. Then there's other ones that you allow your adversary to think that it's all over now. You've forgotten. They get comfortable, and then I strike. That's the way you work. Try it in your own life. It'll make you a lot happier. Oh my God, Kai. Oh my God. What's up, my brother? I'm just talking about you, man. Damn it all. Damn it. Oh, man. Good to see you, brother. Wow. Damn. Dope Boy is saying, I would love to be part of the Black Panther movement before I die. And Shiro says, Jedi Christianity ruined our lives. It totally ruined our lives. Totally ruined black people, and it's still ruining. Still ruining. Still ruining. I've said this a million times. And, Dope Boy, if you're going to be part of the Black movement before you die, you need to start tomorrow. Like, what are you waiting on? You feel me? But, I've said to you all many times that, the effect of Christianity upon our people, but I've also said to you that 86% of our people in this nation are that. If it was the other way around and it was Muslim, these last few days would have been vastly different. Vastly different. And curiously, when they find Muslims to talk to, it's usually some immigrant, and they're speaking all very, some shit I don't want to hear. You understand? Because they are just trying to still secure their place and make it seem like they're not ISIS or Hamas. You understand? I get it. I'm over it. But even the Nation of Islam, who are not Muslims, but if even they, that FOI, them brothers are everything, dude. They are everything. They even eat the dead of their own. I'm saying that figuratively, not literally. I'm just trying to say, like, they are so serious that they handle their own even. Like, they will get you. I respect that shit. I love that. I love that. And Farrakhan's always talking about, we're not armed. We're not armed with is. Them brothers will lose their life for that man. They're that dedicated. They are. Otherwise, you wouldn't be one of the FY. You just wouldn't be. And there's the Keisha Bottoms bitch. Fuck her. Fuck you, bitch. Die off. I can't. Anyways, everybody, I just want to remind you as I'm leaving, do donate. I am trying to get out of this bitch, and have been. I've been at this campaign for years now, obviously. I need you to go to the Cash App. I'm the Jedi 1814, or you can go to the GoFundMe. The link is under the video. I'm not just speaking air or being funny when I say this, everybody. I need you to take that seriously, and I really do need you to help me out. And it's sad that it's been this long that we've been raising this money. It's another embarrassment of our people that we can't be united on anything. I had somebody that wanted to bitch at me and unsubscribe, and one of the things that they were bitching about was me when I'm on the live stream saying thumbs up the live streams, to set thumbs up, but the dumb bitch was too dumb to recognize, if she watches the consistent man that I am, when I have a recorded video, you never hear me say that shit. You never hear me say, make sure you subscribe, make sure you thumbs up. You don't ever hear that from me. Ever. Ever. Because what's in my vessel is what I've come to bring. I'm the worst person at promoting my own shit. Because I'm not here to promote me. This is not a hobby. I don't make any money. You understand? I am filled with what I'm about to communicate. That's it. What is the universe going to give me that I'm going to be able to touch you with now? That's it. So this dumb person, what video was it on? If I would try and look for it. Oh, God. It would be a minute, y'all. Just look through the live streams and look through the comments on the recent live streams, like maybe 3 or 4 back or something. And they left a long thing, and I only did it on the live streams because on the recorded videos, I can't do anything. You know, on here, if you thumbs up, it catches the wave some kind of way. I'll say it that way. And you can get more eyeballs will know about you to be able to see that stream. But as I pointed out earlier to you in our earlier stream, it doesn't matter how long I'm on here, my viewer count never goes over 30. Maybe 32. Never over that. We were on 4 hours last night. In 4 hours, only 32 fucking people knew that I was here? I have 3,300 subscribers. More than that. It's been that for a year and a half. And every day, so-and-so subscribes. I wish I could show you the email. So-and-so subscribed. So-and-so, I could show you the date and everything. But that's not reflected in my subscriber number. So they're fucking with me. You understand what I'm saying? They are. They are. But this person wanted to bitch about that's the only time that I do that. Take your bitch ass away. Because as I said, I don't want anybody here that doesn't want to be here. Everybody that hit that fucking subscribe button did it because they were touched by what I brought. That's it. You don't ever hear the Jedi. Every video you ever watch on YouTube, they'll get a little bit into it and they go, but before we go on, guys, I need you to... I need you to hit the subscribe button and give it a like and a thumbs up and the bullshit and kiss my ass. And I'm just not that dude. I'm not that hi guys YouTuber and shit. I'm a serious intellectual man who's serious about the shit that I say to my people. And I mean what I'm saying. I mean what I'm doing. I mean what I'm saying and why I'm even here. You understand? And as I said from the time I've been on this platform, I only came here when I realized that anybody that was anybody could do a fucking video. That this is a way to reach my people. That's it. I didn't know anything about monetization or nothing. I just know I can talk to my people. That's it. I'm still the same dude that was trying to get a contingency in my early days to go to Ferguson. Do you understand? To do something about that. I've always been activist my whole damn life. You understand? But I also know that it takes my people a lot to get off their ass to do anything, as it is with this damn fundraiser. It shouldn't take taken this long. I've had hundreds of thousands of views on my channel since I started the campaign. Just step up, everybody. Just step up. The link is in the description. You can go and give there. Or if you want these I just love the device stuff so much, then you download the Cash app. It's free from the store. You go, you put in the Jedi 1814, no spaces, no capitals, and you donate whatever you got. That's it. And you'll get $5. Oh my God, how nice. It's more than just me moving to Africa. It's also about, can we come together around a common purpose for anything? And oh, by the way, long before I was ever even talking about moving to Africa, those of you who have been with me remember there was a brother by the name of Rail C who graduated from film school and was trying to get his first project started. I was on here with this same passion for him, trying to raise money for his, so he could get stuff for his first project going. I did that. So this is for my move, but it's also a principal issue for me. Because as I've said, if you're watching me on a device, you got at least 4 quarters. Why am I not getting it? Why? Why? And why are there people that have had to donate multiple times to get us where we're at now? It's not fair to them. God love them. May Allah protect them. And I'm deeply honored and grateful. But the rest of you take me as your entertainment, like I owe you something for free, and I don't. I don't mind giving my time for free at all. But when I need you, then can you help me out? I'm one, but you are many. Help me out. I need to be over this damn fundraiser so I don't have to talk about it no more. I can just be done with it. Done. Go to the Cash App. Go to the GoFundMe. Give what you can. I'm really literally sick of talking about it. And I almost have to. It's not fair to the people who have donated if I just give up and say, fuck it then. It's not fair to them even. I need the rest of you dead weights to be more committed. That's what I need. And I think what I'm going to start doing from this day on is I'm clicking the thing so every one of my videos is 18 and over. That means you have to sign in. You'll have to sign in. You'll have to have a YouTube account to watch the Jedi. Guarding my gate. You understand? Being the captain of my ship, the captain of my vessel, and standing at my gate. So every video from this one on will be 18 and older. That means you're going to have to sign in. That means just any Joe Blow just can't just click on me and see me, and I'm their fucking entertainment. You're going to have to sign in to see me, or to even comment or do anything. You're going to have to do that. You're going to have to do that. Sorry, I got to do it like that, my people, but that's the way. Because at some point you just feel like, well, damn, I know I'm worthy of this. You understand? I'm worthy of it. I'm worthy. And I know you're capable. So what are we doing? What are we doing? I've articulated that I need your help. And many of you sit as if I never fucking said it. And that's insulting to me. It's insulting and disappointing. And I don't like it. So I need you to do some soul searching. I need you to do some soul searching. And help me out. Last comment of the night. Felipe says, oh, you're talking to D-Mike, so I don't need to read it. All right. So, in short, today, I'll be back, you guys, I'm sure, before the weekend is out. As always, I just let it dictate itself, you know. I don't have a video schedule. I've never done that. I speak when I'm inspired. I speak when the universe tells me to. I speak when I have something that is of value that will increase you and enrich you in some sort of way. You understand? There's people that this is their fucking hobby and they have to do at least 4 videos a week or something. Or they do a video every 5 minutes. They really get on my last nerve. They got something, 5 and 6 videos on one fucking subject in one day because they're here for clicks and shit. I'm not that dude. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. I've never been here for that. Wallahi, I wish that my old channel still existed so you can go back and watch my very first fucking video. I've been saying the same thing. I'm not here for popularity. I'm not here for money. I'm not here for bragging rights. I'm not here. All the time, all through it. Just that's all you hear. That's it. Because the truth doesn't fucking change like I tell you all the time. It don't change. It don't change. It does not change. That's what I love about the truth. It's gonna be. Like Judge Judy says, if you tell the truth, you don't got to think about it. I didn't need her to say that, but I love that. I love how she says that. Because I so subscribe to that. That's so the fucking truth. If you tell the truth, you don't have to think about it. You just don't even have to think about it. I don't need to remember. I don't need to think about it. I just don't. Because whatever the truth is, that's what's going to come out again. Somebody says, what color is your car? It's green. It's going to come out because the color of my car is not changing. I am not painting it. It's not been painted. My car is green. Period. Damn. So, I love you all. I do. That's why I do what I do. My love for my people, my concern, my care, and my desire for my people is why I do what I do. That's why. That's why. That's why. That's why. So, I need you. I need you. I need you. And, I'll see you soon.